look at that, getting the camera in focus. Okay, so we got something special for you here today because this is one of my favorite things I've ever learned on guitar. And what I mean by that is it is an exercise, it's a lick, it's a sequence, it's everything all wrapped into one. It's this pedal tone idea. So I don't know if you're like me, I got to the point where I would learn things that were, you know, kind of supposed to be exercisey, but they were so musical, they were fun. Like, and I would just practice them for hours, and I didn't even realize, oh, I'm working on my picking, I'm working on my left and right hand dynamics, and like, you know, communication between the two. So if you dig this at all, this is taken from my new course, Essential Sequences 3-Note Per String Edition. Check that out, it's linked down below. You can snag it on sale right now. The sale is actually gonna end tomorrow when you see this video. So check that out. I'm also doing a free live clinic tomorrow. That will be linked down below as well. And hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you guys always for your support. The courses are the biggest way to kind of support what we're doing here. And see you later. So we are on to lick number 3, or sequence number 3, whatever you want to call them. I kind of view them as both. You know, they're both sequences, but you can use them as licks, or you can twist in them, turn them, do your own thing with them. So this is what's happening with this one. It is a total pedal tone one. When I learned these types of sequences, it made practicing so fun. All the stuff we've covered made practicing more fun for me, but the most fun was whenever I discovered these pedal tone ideas. And all I'm doing is going through the minor scale on 2 strings with this pedal tone approach to it. Now, if you don't know what a pedal tone is, a good way to look at it is that you have a reoccurring either note or sequence of notes with a kind of a note bouncing around it. So if I played something and I was like, this is my pedal. Whenever you play, you know, a Metallica riff and it's, maybe that's a Megadeth riff, but you're pedaling on that low E string. That is very consistent inside of it. So what we're gonna be doing is all the way up here. And again, alternate picking starting on the down, but don't be afraid to switch it up and start on the up. I'm gonna go to 10th fret on the high E string, okay? Then on the high E string, I'm gonna go 13, 12, 13. Notice what fingers I'm using. I would like you to try to use the exact fingers that I'm using here just for practice. This is really good pinky index finger practice. Okay? Now, instead of just going back to that 10 again, I'm gonna go to 10th fret on the B. I'm changing that one note, but the 13, 12, 13 stay the same. You know, if you ever listen to Yngwie Malmsteen, he does stuff like this all the time. Look at his solo to I'll See the Light Tonight. I'll see the light. You know, he's going, you know, in his crazy Yngwie way. But he also does things like where he has a single note. So, if that gives you trouble, focus on that one. Notice how my notes, I don't want this. You don't want all those notes bleeding together. Very clean, very precise. Okay, now I'm gonna shift down in the scale. So try to visualize all of those minor shapes that we did of our scale, but only think of the top 2 strings. Because now I'm gonna go, now that's just simply going to 8th fret on the high E string. Now I'm gonna go 12, 10, 12. On the high E string, that's my pedal now. I'm gonna keep referencing those 2 notes and I'm changing the starting note. So then I'm gonna go to 8th fret on the B, and then back to that 12, 10, 12. And I do that twice. Okay, shifting down again. Now, this one's a little bit trickier because it's not as, you know, parallel or just kind of like in the same vein as the both kind of pedaling notes. Because you got to reach back with your index finger. you're gonna go 7th fret on the high E string. I'm using my index. Now my pedal this time is going to be 10, and I'm gonna go to 8, and then I'm gonna go to 10 on the high E string. So the tricky part is right here where you have to reach back to 6th fret on your B string. So that one is probably the trickiest out of all of them because of that little shift there. So if that one gives you trouble, don't worry about it. Slow that one down a little bit extra. Go back to some of the other ones that you got down really well and continue to practice those to get the feel of switching the strings. But just take your time with it. And the final one here, we shift down, 5th fret on the high string, and I'm gonna go 8, 7, 8 on the high string. Again, I want you to use your pinky, ring finger, pinky. Then I'm gonna go to 5th fret on the B, and then 8, 7, 8, and you're home free. Okay, so we have boom, it just sounds cool. So, one more tip that I want to throw in here with this one is that it can sound good slow, fast. You could try doing octaves with this. This is a little extra challenge I'm just kind of gonna throw in here on you on the spot. If you get that one under your fingers, real easy. So you notice how we were doing each of these twice. Try doing each one once, because you have a much faster transition. And then if you want the final challenge here, try doing it an octave. This isn't tabbed out. I'm just kind of throwing this out to you on the spot. Go like this. Boom. And of course we're gonna end it bluesy Firebird style. I don't have anything else hooked up here right now. We're getting ready to move. Everything's unhooked. What am I doing here? Bye guys. Thank you all to everyone who checks out the course. I really do appreciate it. Bye homies.